Sorry.
Raphael,
I mean, honestly.
We can do this.
come on, Raphael. Keep it down.
Hey, what's going on? I'm back here with Vitamin 3 Houses, our Verdant Twin Assassins Only Run. Last episode was heavy and dramatic, and both of the last two were.
Verdant wind, blue sea moon. The city without light.
The city without light. No city with light. If you see a city with a street lamp, it's not this one. Understood?
Immediately
Good.
following Edelgard's defeat,
Don't remind
the
me.
Alliance Army discovers the existence of another adversary, a group operating behind the scenes within the Empire.
Well, granted, we sort of already knew, but the Alliance
Claude
on the whole, I
suspects
suppose.
that if the true enemy is left unchecked, disaster will befall Fodlan. And so he cuts short the celebration and the troops head for Shambhala, where this foe resides.
Again, at the end of the month, though, right? Like, we don't need to do that right away. It's not that pressing. So it's going to be a monastery day today, I believe. Wait, unless there's no monastery on this chapter. That's not a thing, right? I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, okay, figured so. For a minute there, I was like, wait a minute. But no, the paralogs were all like, yeah, you can do this one until the 7th month. So, of course, Caspar's birthday on the 1st of July. Hello, my dude. Oh, I've only got one
What's going
tea.
on? You didn't want to train? Well, I guess that's fine.
Hey, well,
Hey,
good. Happy birthday. What? How long has that been a thing that happened? Is that a Caspar specific thing? Hope this news about an underground civilization hell-bent on our destruction hasn't bogged down your birthday too much, Caspar. Oh, you're going for more tea. Not as noisily this time. Capable people, let's talk about children at the market and protecting them from the threats of all humanity. Monastery security equipment upkeep, post for, oh god, these could all be, monastery, bugger! It's the worst birthday ever! Working hours for cards. Lively conversation. Ah,
thanks for this, Professor. Don't you want to get some exercise, though?
no.
Come on, let's go train.
I'm tired. Leave me alone. I just overthrew an empire. Happy birthday. Goodbye. What's going on here?
I
Oh.
just don't get it.
What is it, Claude?
Why wouldn't Caspar want to talk about monastery security? Or whatever it is that he didn't want to talk about.
Those javelins of light. They were trying to use it to kill us at Fort Mercius, right?
Well,
But then why not drop it on Garrig Mach? They must have known for a while that we were here.
It is not that they chose to
whoa, it
refrain,
hung there.
but rather that they were unable to do
See, you found all your old clothes.
Freya, how are you feeling?
I am well enough. I cannot afford to rest while Fodlan is in danger.
What do you mean when you say they couldn't drop a javelin of light here?
Once, a very long time ago, a massive ball of light fell upon this monastery. However, that light mysteriously changed course in mid-air and landed in ALL instead.
ALL, the Valley of Torment. So that's what the wreckage of those javelins of light looks like.
They do fully, say that out loud. I can't believe I forgot about all that.
The Holy Tomb is not only the location of the progenitor god's eternal slumber, but also a sacred vessel for a power that repels evil.
It's like a big magnet.
Supposedly, the progenitor god built the Holy Tomb herself to protect her children from the evil light.
So the children of the goddess gathered in Xanadu because of its proximity to the monastery? But we've fought at distant locations many times.
Despite that, the javelins of light only fell on Fort Mercius.
In his letter, Hubert said that he detected their magic when the fort fell. In other words, because they used a javelin of light, Hubert was able to pinpoint the location of the
Okay.
base.
So they were worried about using it any other times. They were trying to use it on a place when we were, obviously occupied, i.e. in Fort Mercius. But we cleared it so fast that they that they couldn't even get us in time. And the Death Knight warned us, I suppose, to be fair.
They didn't use it before then because they didn't want us to know where their base is?
In any case, those javelins of light must be something they can't just use whenever they want.
Oh, right. And also, I guess they would have expected us and the Empire to be killing each other, mostly. They were expecting the Empire to bring down the church, I suppose.
And they finally decided to use one at Mercius, where they were sure they'd be able to finish us off. It's only thanks to the whims of the Death Knight that we escaped with our lives.
Yeah, basically.
No javelins of light have fallen since then.
It's possible that the enemy hasn't yet realized that we've learned the location of their base.
If so, their guard may be down. which makes this the perfect time for a surprise attack.
Well, they probably figure if anyone, it was Hubert, and they realized that we were going to kill Hubert after that, and they probably didn't realize that Hubert was going to tell us.
I will accompany you.
What? No, that would be far too dangerous. Your long confinement weakened you greatly, did it not?
Those people have opposed us since ancient times. I wish to learn the truth about them for my...
As long as it's about that and not about something more violent.
I understand. I will not stop you, but please take care not to overexert yourself.
I mean, it would not be easy to stop her. I don't think.
We don't know exactly
No offense,
what we're
said
up against here, but having you around is very reassuring, Rhea. Let's prepare to strike
He said
the
through gritted
Shambhala
teeth.
before they make their next move.
Okay. Again, though, at the end of the month, like, I can't be doing all this important stuff on a day that is not the 29th, 30th, or 31st. Maybe I'll get away with the 28th sometime. But really, you gotta give me more time than that. I don't have enough money for this. Oh boy. Okay, we really need to do some Cerny's ongoing sword tournament. Yes, that's good. All right, so first, let me check. Did everyone survive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's resorted everything. 10, 11, 12. Good, okay. Everyone's fine, so I can start saving to the actual file again. Boosh, skadoosh. What kind of supports do we have? We have one with Claude and Shamir and Claude and Cyril. Well, we'll save that for a support theater at the end of episode 101. Or not the end of episode 101. For episode 101. Because episode 99, this one, will be spent at the monastery. Oh, there's a fistfuls of fish, so I guess episode 99A will be the fishing. And then episode 100 will be the training battle. This is all the way throughout here. There are no paralogs anymore, so we could probably... I might even get away with just doing a monastery day here and then 3 battle days back to back, as long as we stock up well on resources and stuff. Which, if we're going to do a fistfuls of fish and then a whole bunch of sword tournaments, chances are we will be absolutely loaded by the end of the 5th here. And we'll have enough money to stock up well on resources and therefore be good for the rest of this. Let's get on in there. Time to talk. Hi. Who's hanging around the training ground?
Be over. But not war in general. Human beings thrive on conflict. We can't get enough of it. I don't know when. But you know someday another war will begin.
Thanks, Sylvain. You're right. But could you have waited a bit more than a month? You're probably right about that.
Yeah, but the fight is still worth it. War may always come back, but so will peace. And peace
I guess you got a point there.
is what we fight for.
Felix, do you have a similarly uplifting topic to speak of?
After the Empire fell, the boar might finally be avenged. But something dark is certainly lurking in the shadows. An organization behind the Empire. We'll have to take care of them if the boar... if Dimitri is to rest in peace.
Then take care of them we shall. And hopefully to do wherever he's gone. He's chilling out somewhere about now. At least I hope. I mean, knowing Fireman, probably something really awful happened to him right after that battle, but maybe not. You never know.
These are Monica's people, aren't they? The ones who killed Captain Gerald.
That's right.
This is my real opportunity for revenge. There's no way I can back down from this one.
I wonder if we can win.
If we lose, it's the end for Fodlan. So we have to win, even if it kills us.
And it might. It's win or die, and maybe both. And then we're going to get there, and then the Monica's people are going to be all, we only did this because of God. And then Leonie's like, well, I got to kill God next. Got to get me that revenge. I really hope Nadir turns up one of these days. I haven't seen him since the Battle of Fort Mercius, where I let him get bodied.
We've all heard the legend of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. But now Lady Rhea is saying Nemesis was just some kind of thief. Those two descriptions are totally at odds. Which version's correct? I don't know what to think. But I guess that's the nature of history. I wonder what the generations that come after us will say about the battle we're about to fight.
Probably nothing too positive. I wouldn't think on it too hard.
Oh.
Hi.
I heard that Lady Rhea's back. But why hasn't she shown herself to everyone yet?
She's very malnourished.
Oh, she's convalescing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. She was in captivity for a long time. I pray that she feels better soon.
Very good. I'm sure that'll maybe help. Possibly.
We finally got Lady Rhea back from the Empire and fulfilled our mission.
Go us!
I wish we could afford for her to have a good long rest, but that just isn't possible.
I mean, she doesn't need to come with us to this excavation slash expedition, but she's gonna, so it's not possible. You're right.
Oh.
Sorry, pardon me.
Why?
Hi.
Dedu saw to it that Edelgard was destroyed before he departed. His expression once his mission was over was a bit lonely. I don't know where he went off to after that. Maybe he returned home to Dusker.
I'd like to hope so. I think he would hope he returned somewhere, but if I have seen any action film in the past 30 years, and I have, I know that revenge does not actually, bring you what you're hoping for, so he's probably probably got a lot of reflecting to do at the very least.
The folks we're fighting next aren't normal humans, are they?
No.
It's that group who caused the Javelin of Light to fall, right? It just doesn't seem like something a human is capable of.
Yeah, well, you were there we just had this conversation.
Flinching, but I don't feel great about any of this.
It is a bit nerve-wracking. Have you seen Nadir around, by the way? Okay. Hanneman!
A mysterious organization, slithering in the dark of Fodlan, like something out of a midnight tale.
Aha! I almost still don't believe it. I think Claude's playing prank.
The deepest corners of the Empire.
I think he forged that letter.
After the fall of Enbar, they've remained well concealed. That said, I would keep an eye on Edelgard's uncle, Lord Arundel.
Oh, yeah?
Something about him sits ill with me.
What is he and where is he in the wake of the Empire falling? Hi.
So
Great job.
Rhea was all right after all. Well done, bringing her back safe.
Churchgoer? You're so sweet.
Finally, us true believers may breathe easy again. Simply magnificent. You're saying the fight isn't over yet?
Well, I mean, I guess you read that from my face. Yeah, but I mean, you're not. We're not like bringing you, so you can chill, relax. We'll probably handle it, maybe. Seeds. Marianne.
I thought the war would end with Edelgard's defeat, but that wasn't the case. This may be premature, but I'm feeling a little relieved. I have to consider what I'll do with myself and where I'll go when this war is finally over.
I mean, if nothing else, I feel like the Empire is like a hump on this journey. We've gotten far.
I don't have an answer yet.
Well, that's okay.
Let's make sure the next battle puts an end to this war. That way, we can all move forward.
Indeed. You don't need to have an answer just yet, because honestly, if you did, I would be a little spoiled. That was like less than a week ago. That would have been crazy fast.
Oh.
Hey.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Oh, good. I was worried something about an underground city would maybe be worth reporting.
I can hardly believe you managed to handle the capital city like that. Everyone did sterling work.
Did you see Happy? She was a woman possessed.
Really thought we'd know peace after that battle. But we're not quite there yet, huh?
Nearly. And like Sylvain says, all peace is temporary, so I wouldn't get used to it. But sure, yeah, no, we're nearly there. Wow, Claude is talking to a lot of people. We did it! This will either make or break my business. We defeated the Imperial Army! I still can't believe it.
We won against the Imperial Army. I still can't believe it. But I guess we still have some enemies left. I'm not well informed, but I have plenty of fighting spirit.
Hey now, that makes you the perfect candidate to go in front.
We crushed the Empire at long last. But there's no time to bask in our victory. We must prepare for the coming battle.
I don't like your phrasing, We were both equally very, very upset about the way things had to turn out. Can we not phrase it like, at long last the conflict with the Empire is over?
We knew there was a secret group behind the Imperial Army all this time. Now we have a chance to make the first move against them. We have Hubert to thank for that. It's also thanks to him that we were able to rescue Rhea. I still have plenty of questions I'd like to ask her.
Are you going to see her?
Well, if we plan to have her march into battle with us again, we'd better let her recuperate. Rhea's the only one who gets a break, though. Everyone else had better start preparing for battle.
Well, and Caspar, his birthday kind of sucked, and I feel bad. We can have him relax a bit, right? Did you hear? Well done! Give it your all. We cannot give leeway.
You did it. I never thought I'd live to see the day that the Empire was conquered. I thought that would put an end to the war. But I hear there are still hostile forces to contend with.
I'm glad everyone's heard about
I
this.
hope you'll be able to put an end to this conflict.
To varying degrees
and
of
found a new
informedness.
focus in which the free market can thrive.
That's the dream.
Count Bergles, the Minister of Military Affairs, was applying pressure in the West, but he surrendered after the Empire fell.
Oh, phew. Caspar was real nervous about meeting him in battle, and I was starting to get it.
Cornelia of the Fargus Dukedom seems to have disappeared from the palace, and rather swiftly. They must have realized that the revival of the Old Kingdom was a real threat.
How revitalized is it?
A mysterious power threatening the very future of Fodlan? Certainly we cannot give it leeway. In comparison to this, the internal power struggles in the Alliance are utterly trivial.
At least we agree on this. Do you think we can defeat it?
There is simply no option but victory. The alternative is unthinkable.
Okay.
Perhaps I will have the opportunity to strike the decisive blow on the enemy commander.
Okay.
Oh, that would secure my place in history for certain.
I'm not convinced. But no, but you know what? You could give it a go. I'm sure everyone in history will want to learn of who struck down the Mole Man.
I have a thought.
Do ya?
You've done it. You did it. You crushed the Empire and rescued Lady Rhea. I'm sure the captain is you right now. As am I, of course. I'm as proud as if I'd done it myself.
I mean, you took part, vaguely. We still have opponents left to fight.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overdo it. We still have to deal with Monica's group. Those who killed the captain. We'll knock them down so hard that they can't get back up.
Yes, kill them. That's sort of the idea. But don't worry, Wallace. You're all right. Celebrate a little bit, sure. Who's hanging around the docks down here? I do indeed wonder. Soldier, hi.
I thought that taking the Empire's capital would bring an end to this war. How naive of me.
Well, I mean, you say that, but like everyone seemed to think that.
I'll have to write to my family and tell them I'll be gone a while longer.
Oh, geez. I mean, do we know how many people are going to fit underground? You know, we don't have to bring all of you necessarily. Is there more barrel meat for us? Yay! Barrel meat! Is Raphael in line here in the... He's always at the back of the queue. I feel so bad.
Wake up, eat, train, sleep.
Okay, I'm not sure I'll remember that pattern.
We gotta prepare for the assault, but that hasn't changed my routine.
Oh, good. You're not asking me to do it. You're doing plenty.
All that training and eating I do is for the sake of Fodlan. Gotta stay strong and fed to keep it safe.
Very sensible. Sensible choices. Dorothea. Oh, how are you doing in the wake of Embar and everything?
So, the moment we defeat 80, the nobles cozy up to the Alliance and Church. That lot really does think only of themselves and no one else. But then there's Count Burgles. He used to be Minister of Military Affairs.
You might argue that they're cozying up for the sake of the people under them as well.
He sacrificed his own life so that all the soldiers and officers who fought could be given quarter. When I heard that, I don't know, that simple act of humanity, I couldn't help it. I burst into tears.
I get it.
You know Count Burgles is Caspar's father, right? I can't even imagine how Caspar must feel about it.
This explains why his birthday was so awkward. No, I hadn't heard that. Thanks for telling me. Why is invite to tea, like, grayed out on everyone? Huh. Oh, I don't have tea. That's why. Forgot about that little tidbit.
We saved Rhea and the Empire has crumbled. The kingdom may as well be finished too.
Someone seems to be under the impression that they're on the way to revival.
The reasons for me to remain in Fodlan are fading.
Is it time to bid farewell?
That's a little hasty. I've come this far. May as well see it through to the end.
Alright, sure. When I first played this route, I think Shamir was like one of my strongest units. I had her as a sniper, and which is what she already was when you get her, I think. And she was crazy, crazy strong and dexterous. So she, with Hunter's Volley, she was just critting absolutely everyone. Honestly, I love Sniper. It's one of my favorite classes in the game. Hunter's Volley, almost solely for Hunter's Volley. Hunter's Volley is just so good. I love it. Bernie Bear, the thought of an underground city must be thrilling to you.
With Edelgard gone, maybe Fodlan will finally find some peace. That's all well and good, but, she was also the one to put my father under house arrest.
No.
So now he's been released and he's taken charge of House Varley.
Oh.
I can't handle it. I can't deal with him. Please, you have to do something.
I'll talk to Claude about it. How about we exile him?
Thank you so much.
I like to imagine that as acting Archbishop, well, I guess my powers as acting Archbishop are quickly diminishing, but I like to think that dialogue choice just means that canonically Hoppy will just banish this idiot forthwith. Annie!
Finally, that awful war is over. Everyone lost something, and everyone had to make sacrifices.
And the opposition especially.
But maybe we can put a stop to all of this pain and loss now. Let's hurry to Shambhala, Professor.
Let's try!
We have to defeat them if we ever want to see a world without war.
Well, I don't mean to trample on the parade. A world without war, we're talking about Fodlan here. There's more to the world then. But, yeah. Your shoes are sinking into the carpet. This is not good. I'll have to get that sorted out. Sorry, this is one of those carpets that oscillates between dimensions now and again. I'll ask Seth if there's anything we can do about that later on. Oakley dokley, hi!
We have succeeded in rescuing Lady Rhea, but Seth's countenance remains clouded.
Yeah, he's pretty anxious about these people in the darkness, and also Rhea going to battle, even though she's only like 5 days back from all this.
When will peaceful days return to this monastery? That time feels so distant.
I know the feeling. For the people who ostensibly won, we're all very gloomy right now.
As history proves,
Everything comes to an end eventually. I knew that all along, but it still came as a surprise. Those who slither in the dark. It's all so fascinating and strange. They must certainly have a long history of their own. And when they fall, that will come quickly too, don't you think?
Oh my god, this is super existential. Please don't make me think about that.
Sounded like a prophecy there. Am I spooking you yet?
I was spooked from the first sentence. Can we stop talking about this? Future. Future! Future!
Lady Rhea still seems weak, but at least she's safe now. I'm praying that she'll be well as soon as possible. Goddess, I beg you, protect Lady Rhea.
I'll try, but she's going off and charging into underground secret bases left and right. Sometimes she'll just attack when she has a chance of doing 0 damage. I mean, as in 100% chance of doing 0 damage. There's only so much I can help someone like that, Mercy. Caspar?
He's dead. My father's dead. I'm okay, though. Really, I was ready for it. He was a general in the Imperial Army, after all. Minister of Military Affairs. He gave his own life so the Empire's soldiers wouldn't have to lose theirs.
Wait, why didn't we give them any quarter? I don't remember being consulted about this. Hey, Claude, what the shit?
That's a fight that only he could take on. He was such a tough guy. This whole time, I fought side by side with you and Claude. But did I ever get any stronger? Will I ever be as strong as my father?
Sure you did, Caspar. You endured a lot, and like it or not, that does make you stronger. And I don't like it, to be clear. That you had to endure that much, or that any of us did, but... Damn!
Need something?
Yeah, I was hoping you could... I don't have enough, nearly. Experience plus 10 could be neat, but honestly, at this point, it's seeming like it probably won't be too necessary before the end. Nevertheless, Ingrid.
Is it really prudent to bring Lady Rhea on our upcoming expedition?
Nah, but it's kind of hard to say no to her when she can, do what she can do. Oh, you didn't see her turn into a dragon, I guess.
It would be best not to have her doing anything strenuous, considering how long she was confined.
It would, wouldn't it? It's her decision, ultimately.
There are still many in Fodlan who are seeking Lady Rhea's salvation. For their sake, we cannot put her in harm's way.
I'll do what I can, man, but green units be crazy. Hilda, oh my god, you're going through something right now. Sorry.
Shambhala, it was called, right? Scary that it's so close to the House Gonrel territories. Who'd have thought all those creeps were living right under my nose?
Surely not I.
I was hoping my big brother would help us in this next battle.
Need some more bad mushrooms?
But he says that I can represent House Gonrel without his help. That I have it in me.
No offense, but it sounds like your brother's scared.
I'm glad he recognizes that I have some ability. Still, I wish he wasn't leaving it all to me.
As he says, though, you can probably handle it, from what we've seen. Lycidia's reading up in the library. Oh, this must be pretty intense for her, for a plethora of reasons. How you doing, buddy?
Those who slither in the dark, it seems will finally discover their true form. I get the sense that they're in league with the mages who experimented on me as a child. I wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard was subjected to them too. There's no telling what their true motives are. But whatever their motives, what they have done is unforgivable. They must be exterminated.
All right. Keep that energy up till the end of the month. Sweet, I dig it. Exterminating some evildoers and such, yes. Flane? I guess you must have some thoughts about this as well.
I'm so glad that Rhea is unharmed. My brother continues to worry about her, however. Of course, I am worried myself. I cannot imagine being in that situation while in such a state. She should just leave things to you and Claude and get the rest she needs.
But she won't. She's much too stubborn for that. But I get it. I guess I would want to take action in her position as well, even though I probably wouldn't have the strength. Oh, you made it back safely. Ah, yes, I did. Thank you very much for noticing. Well, my psyche is forever altered, but, physically less wounded than I have been in the past.
We rescued Lady Rhea. I can hardly express my joy.
Sorry we didn't bring you, first into the room where she was.
But now we know about a new foe who intends to bring her harm.
Hmm.
In time, we'll realize the peaceful world that Lady Rhea has always hoped for. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm fighting.
Yeah, okay. You know what? If that motivates you, cool.
Professor.
Hi again.
Right.
Who's in the Cardinal's room? Is it, we already saw Leone. Ferdinand? Yes! Haha!
The history of the Empire spans 1,185 years.
And just like that, it ends.
Like Linhart was saying, quickly, in a matter of
But
months.
the Crestfeld legacy could live on. When Edelgard assumed power, there were no other rightful heirs.
Yeah, and apparently we haven't, like, torn down House Burgleys or Varley or anything.
She said that whoever takes the throne next should do so by virtue of merit, not blood. And she truly meant what she said. At any rate, I feel that a huge hole has opened up in my heart. Who knows if it can ever be filled.
Sorry about it, Ferdy. I know you and Edelgard had a complex relationship. Hi! Hi!
Fighting against enemies whose true nature is unknown is honestly really scary. Still, if there's a force in this world that clearly means us harm, we have no choice but to fight back.
I guess you're right about that.
Our own hands. We'll safeguard Fodlan's future.
I don't know that I would always hold to that in real life, but in this case, when we can, like, shoot fire out of our hands and stuff, yeah, probably makes sense. But we better do something. Protect those who can't protect themselves.
The Empire has broken in smithereens. Now it is possible
That it
for me
has.
to go back to Bridget, but I cannot choose that choice. The time is still too soon for that. We must be stopping the evil for everyone in Fodlan. We will be fighting until the end of it.
You are brave and kind, Petra. I aspire to your example.
Our next opponent is an ally of Solon. Do you remember what Solon called us?
Beasts!
That's right. He called us beasts. Meanwhile, he refers to himself as the savior.
Yeah, that was a little weird, wasn't
Who
it?
exactly is he saving?
Superb questions all around, my guy. Asking the real important stuff over here. But I guess we'll never know since we're about to kick it. Oh, we already killed him, actually. We're about to kick his friends' asses collectively.
Lady Rhea's back! Lady Rhea's back! I'm so happy! But things aren't gonna be like they used to be anytime soon, are they?
Yeah, bro, maybe never.
There's still folks out there that want us all dead, and Lady Rhea still hasn't regained her strength yet. Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask too much of her right now, okay?
I don't get to sort of command her in the slightest. She's a green unit. Sorry, Cyril. You know how it is, tactics and all that.
Rhea is sleeping right now. If it is not absolutely urgent, please do not disturb her rest.
Okay, sorry. I'll keep my voice down.
The long confinement took its toll on her health. Truthfully, she is in no shape to be exerting herself at all, to say nothing of a military expedition. To make matters worse,
Yeah,
we are
she'll be
now
feeling that.
facing a very old enemy. One that has conspired against us since time out of mind.
Really lucky we didn't have to fight them
Please
first.
proceed with caution. I have a bad feeling.
Well, I feel bad for you, Seth, but also that's the most tremendous understatement, I think. Perhaps in this whole game. Well, no, it's that they're on par with, I guess we don't have the luxury of an excavation in the Sleeping Sand Legend a few missions ago. Hi!
Most of the opera company fled, but they're back in the capital now.
Oh, good.
I don't know if everyone survived, but it looks like they should be able to mount a revival.
That's nice to hear.
They even asked if I'd consider making a return to the stage someday.
Lovely.
I suspect I may refuse, though. We're at the dawn of something new. No reason to look backwards, eh?
Fair enough. Can always make a cameo visit now and again. Awesome sauce, and that's everyone talked to on the surface, to Abyss with us. And then it'll be time to scrounge up some money and fish. The war isn't over yet? How?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Please.
I hear we conquered the Imperial capital, but the war's still not over? Not sure how much sense that makes, but then making sense of things isn't my job.
It barely makes sense to me, man. There's a secret underground base. It's been shooting missiles up above ground. I don't know what a missile is. I'm from medieval times. Javelins of light. But our school monastery has super magic force fields that deflect them. Who even knows at this point, man?
Look out for yourself in the next battle. Got it? I'll have lots more things to report by then.
Okay.
That's a promise. In the meantime, I'll be cheering you on.
Thank you. I just noticed, does he wear yellow stuff because we're Alliance? Or does he always wear that color? I wonder. That'd be kind of interesting if it actually changed. I would assume he wouldn't care about what faction we were up top, really. Being an Abyssian and so on. Hello?
Nothing tastes better than a drink to celebrate the fall of the Empire.
Okay.
You know, Traldarius, one of the 10 elites, is a distant ancestor of mine.
Is that so? You and Felix ever spoken?
Even if the kingdom as we know it no longer exists, there's a poetic justice in taking the Empire down.
I suppose, in a sort of twisted way. I feel like this poor person on the right is absolutely losing this argument that they're having. Hey there, still dying, I see. Good. Hey there, cat, still on this box, I see. Yeah, you see, some things never really change. People are still just leaving their drinks out. I can't imagine how many of us are getting poisoned by what precisely is going on here? Are we organizing a dance troupe or something? Hello? Bye. Balti!
I thought defeating the Empire would be the end of it. Now we're after some mysterious shadow organization? For crying out loud.
I know. Who would sit in the shadows underground and avoid the natural order of society above ground for an extended period of time? That's ridiculous.
Only Holst'd come along for the ride. But he's working out things with Elmira or something, yeah?
Didn't tell us, he just said no.
Even so, maybe we better warn him about those who whatever in the dark. They might be whatevering in his neck of the woods too.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is where they are, basically.
No one's on the same level.
They're whatevering all over there.
If the Alliance is attacked while he's gone, they'll be in trouble.
Fair enough point. But we're this close to a breakthrough with Elmira for reasons that I guess Claude has only faintly divulged to us at this juncture. Well, us on a whole. He's told me all about it. Sorry, is that too prideful saying it like that? Hello, what do you have for sale? Spearheads, some swords, some curvy swords. Other swords, those ones aren't connected to their hilts. It's like a dagger with a really long handle. Some more spears, some axes. Nice weaponry all around. Wow! Since when do I want a flail? Can I have a flail? Flails are cool. Where'd the flails go? Oh god, they're so dark. Coco?
Whatever threatens Fodlan also threatens my dream. This folly must end now.
Do you think we have a chance?
You go to war hard with such doubts?
Sorry?
Pray keep these faint-hearted ruminations to yourself.
I'm a mercenary. I was never trained in... whatever.
Frightening is to have scant idea of what is in store. Now that we know, victory shall be ours.
Wait, so you do find it frightening? I don't get you, Constance. But thanks for the energy. Happy, my darling. Happy, my dearest. In that last battle, you were the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, the one before that, but the last battle as well.
Sounds like there were shenanigans happening behind the scenes in the Empire. I think war was basically inevitable no matter what Eddie did. With those creeps pulling the strings. Come to think of it, I wonder if the lady who kidnapped me was... Never mind. Not worth mentioning.
No? Okay, if you say so. Wait,
like
wonder if was what? Was related to Eddie? Or was part of those who still there in the dark? I guess the latter makes more sense. Happy! Would you like to rummage around in the garbage with me? Iron bow, rusted axe, training lands, plus... It's okay, you didn't need to come, there was nothing interesting there. Hello, thief!
I've got a message for you. From a dead man.
Oh, what a neat way to open a conversation. Good morrow to you, too.
The Emperor was keeping the Archbishop alive as insurance against those who slither in the dark. When you go to Shambhala, the message says, take the Archbishop with you.
Who's this from? Hubert, I guess? Huh. I guess Hubert knows that they fear her. And finally, Yuri.
Slithering in darkness. Unsettling, to say the least. You must be boiling to avenge your father, though.
Nah, like I stabbed Kranya. Didn't make me feel very good. Then she got her heart pulled out. Then I killed the dude who pulled her heart out. Then it turned out Edelgard was cooperating with them. Death Knight as well. So I killed both of them, and now I just feel sad. I'd kind of rather stop here, but they're gonna be launching ICBMs at us, so I gotta get into work, you know how it is. I don't feel that way exactly.
Gotta say, I wish you were a little more fiery about all this.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry I'm not your perfect idea of sad revenge boy, Yuri. I have a lot of self-improvement to do, okay?
Though, I suppose a lot of time has passed since your father died. I imagine this battle will be a defining moment in history. All or nothing. Let's do this.
Let's! And that is all for this episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses Are Verdant Assassins Only Run Part 99. Next episode, we'll be scrounging up some money, and I guess what I'll do is I'll start fishing, and then just till I get enough money. We only need about 1,500 gold to get all the bait, so I'll fish till I have enough fish to sell to get that much, and then I'll buy the rest of the bait and carry on. But Festival's a fish day. Historically, have been our best chances to get a bunch of money. If we do that, and then a bunch of sword tournaments, we'll be absolutely rolling in it. So let's get started. That is all for now. Next video on the channel is going to be some more Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Last time was shenanigans, and it probably won't go that shenaniganery. It won't go that shenaniganically this time. And that is all for now. So thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace. Oh, you not when they kick me. Well, sometimes when they kick me. Ah! Is that so? You seem to have a lot of inside information about this place all of a sudden. Oh my god, that's a whole lot of zappy bits.